In 2024, South Korea's GDP per capita exceeded $36,000, outpacing both Japan and Taiwan. Today, we break down what GDP really means. GDP, or Gross Domestic Product, refers to the total market value of goods and services produced within a country over a specific period. This period typically spans 1 year, as many of a nation's economic activities, such as agriculture and business operations, are organized and completed within an annual cycle. We should also pay attention to the part where it says, produced within a country. For example, if a Korean worker manufactures a TV in a factory in the United States, the value of the TV counts toward the GDP of the United States, not Korea. In other words, the value of goods produced within the territory of a country is measured by GDP, regardless of the worker's nationality. GDP is a key economic indicator, with nations closely tracking its annual fluctuations to gauge the success of their policies. Businesses also rely on these figures to adjust their strategies and plans. In South Korea, the Bank of Korea, the country's central bank, is tasked with compiling the GDP data. However, GDP has its limitations. A high GDP doesn't always reflect a high standard of living for a nation's citizens. In 2024, the United States had the largest GDP, followed by China in second place. Yet, when looking at GDP per capita, which divides GDP by the population, the U.S. ranked 8th, while China dropped to 69th. This is why GDP per capita is often used to better assess the standard of living for individuals, rather than for the country as a whole. In 2016, South Korea's GDP per capita surpassed $30,000 for the first time. Since then, it has generally trended upward, though it took a significant hit in 2020 due to the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The reasons for the increase in South Korea's GDP per capita include increased exports and inflation. For GDP to increase, the quantity produced or the price of goods must increase. Since the demand for Korean goods abroad has increased, the total quantity of goods produced in South Korea has increased, and the increase in inflation also means that the price of goods has increased, driving the increase in GDP overall. In fact, in 2024, the semiconductor and automobile sectors made the largest exports in Korean history, which played a significant role in the GDP increase.